doubt about it. But it's just, like I said, we are really, and no one wants to believe this, but we are focused on finishing this season. And, you know, for him to even have a shot at it, you know, we need to put on a good performance when we get to Memphis. And he's concentrating on that, he's focused on that, and getting himself in position to having a fantastic game because, you know, deep down, we still have this hurt inside from that LSU game. You know, we laid it on the line, we went after it, and we came up short. And it was really an emotional event for us. It was tough. You know, our kids had emotional ups and downs. It was the way that a real college football game is supposed to be played at a high level, and we came up short. And I know he can't wait to get back on the field and, you know, kind of get that off of his back because he was really disappointed that, you know, we didn't finish that thing the way we wanted to.
Could you give us a brief scout report on East Carolina, particularly from the standpoint they forced a lot of turnovers?
Yeah, well, they're a fantastic defense. They're well coached. Their defensive front is comparable to the defensive fronts that we've played against here in the SEC. They put a lot of pressure on you. They're big, they're strong, and a lot of times when you're watching film, it seems like it's going to be a 20-yard game, and it ends up a 2- or 3-yard game. And those defenses are dangerous. They don't do much on defense. They really understand their package and understand how to stop people. You know, if you look at what Houston was doing on offense, you know, they were tearing it up, and they found a way to win the game. So we're really impressed, and we're going to have our hands full. We're going to have to play, you know, a really efficient game to pull it out. But that's what we work for. It should be a lot of fun.
I know you talked about it earlier, but you said you guys realized that Paul may be leaving, so you had something in place. Were you talking about something like that?
I realized when they were at Louisville, and they were a top 5 team in the nation, and their offense was #1 in the nation. Paul Petrino was the offensive coordinator. At some point, he's going to be moving on. So I don't mean in the last couple of weeks. I mean for the last 7 years, Paul Petrino has been hot, and there's been at some point he's going to move forward. So that's what I meant when I said that.
Garrick, can you talk about this situation a little bit? Being an offensive coordinator, not having total play calling responsibility. I mean, what do you learn from that, and how much of a team effort is that in play calling now with you as offensive coordinator?
Yeah, well, we put this game plan in together. It's just definitely a staff operation. We watched the film together. We designed the plays together and understanding where we want to attack. We talk about it as a staff. My job will be leadership of the offensive players and getting them to perform at an extreme level on game day, communicating with our head coach and seeing things that he may not be seeing. But the key is going to be getting our guys to perform at a high level, which, you know, I got a reputation for getting my guys to play at a high level.
Will you continue to work out indoors until you go to Memphis, or will there be some outdoor workouts here?
I'm the offensive coordinator. I'm not the head coach. I don't know.
With the Rays, are you expecting to have a bigger Christmas?
Say it again?
With the Rays, are you expecting to have a much bigger?
No, I expected that from you. I was waiting on you. But, you know, one thing that's important, and, you know, all my friends obviously called and asked about it, but, you know, the reason you do the job is, I think, is important. You know, you coach in college to really have relationships with kids and see these men go from 18-year-old kids to 21-year-old men, and they're ready to go on through their life and pay their own bills. And that's why you work in college football, in my opinion. That's why I work in college football. So it has nothing to do with the Rays. I'm just really excited to be able to stand in front of these kids and lead